In these 2 days, I will go from kayaking through the base karst formation to cave exploration, trekking Katban National Park and discover diverse ecosystem, and riding through the picturesque landscape with my rented scooter. Additionally, boat tour and cruises are available to explore the surrounding islands and caves, and of course, we will do that too. Good morning from Vietnam, here Hanoi train station. In a couple of hours I will take a train to Haiphong on the famous Halong Bay, but before let's go watch Hanoi by night and then back here to take a train to the city. Let's go. I arrived in Hanoi at 2 a.m. and since there is no public transportation at the time and the cheapest taxi was $20, I decided to download Grab and hire a scooter to get me to downtown. I have 4 hours to discover the city and therefore I try to experience the few hours I have here with a strange instant noodle with chicken of dubious quality and a walk across the dark alleys of Hanoi. I am very tired.
Today it seems, stay with me and imagine a new world, like a child when love is all.
Everything's starting to get real, even those paintings on the wall, and I easily get confused of what's real and what's not. In Haiphong station, the station here behind me, Haiphong, third biggest city of Vietnam, and from this mess I should try to find a way to get to the island, and should take like a couple of hours. I'm gonna have a coffee now. So this first Vietnamese Coffe, which was anyway more ice than coffee, costed me like 45,000 dong, around €1.70. So still more expensive than Italy, even though we are in Vietnam. After buying a SIM card, which turned out to be a very time-consuming process, something like 1 hour, I go around Haiphong and the city really looks like one of those big Southeast Asian towns with people selling food, eating, and motorcycles, and people just getting along with their life in any way. They try to find opportunities in this growing economy and find also a way to survive between people and noise. I've been in Laos, Cambodia, and now Vietnam this year, and this country, they look very much alike, and especially here in Vietnam you can see the development of this area, which looks kind of downtown from the map, but is actually a big work in progress. And yeah, probably Vietnam is repeating, and it will repeat the development path of China at some cost, environmental especially, but I guess people here are happy with that. They've gotten rich and the country is on path to modernization. For only 50 euro cent you can get the local ferry, like the one where I am now, and head to Cat Ba Island here behind me. Otherwise we'll have to take the organized touristic tour, which is more expensive, I don't know how much, but very good deal. So like 10 minutes and another taxi, and then get into the big city where is the fun going to start. finally, after a flight from China, after a train from Hanoi to Haiphong, from where I took a taxi to the ferry terminal, and from the ferry terminal I took a boat like 10 minutes to Tra Song ferry terminal, and there, a last bus that took me to Cat Ba town. 2 days. What an adventure. I will show you now my room, and this is what $20 gets you in Cat Ba. Definitely a good deal considering the price in Europe, where for 20 euro probably they don't even put you under stair, but here you get a great view. Looking for something to eat. The sunset is setting here behind me. Good impression of Cat Ba. Of course we have to explore much more, and we can start from there on the pier. There is some hardcore electronic music going on, and definitely let's go watch what's happening there, and maybe also go for a swim. Cat Ba town, even though as of not particular interest as most of the experiences to be done in Cat Ba Island are outside the town, it offers a wide range of accommodation. It provides opportunity to experience local life and Vietnamese culture. The monkey game, or torello as we call it back in my hometown. I've seen it everywhere, from Thailand to Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam. They played everywhere. In part of the world they also gave us Thai football, which is a mix between volleyball and football. In this part of the world they don't really like the game itself, they like more the technique, and that's why they always play this game. It's a very technical game, it's not that easy. This girls is already like half an hour. They're going on at 150 beats per minute dancing this hardcore electronic. I can't do that, but they can, and they're not really girls, they're like in their 40s, 50s. Amazing. Cat Ba is in Halong Bay, which itself is located in the Gulf of Tonkin in northeastern Vietnam. It is famous for its stunning natural beauty, comprising thousands of limestone karsts and isles of various shapes and sizes. The origins of Halong Bay are to be found in both geological evolution and local folklore. 6 in the morning, going for a morning run. This is how Cat Ba looks at 6 in the morning. That's how I look at 6 in the morning. I guess Cat Ba is better. Where we once began. The hills around here are all spread with bunkers like this from the war with America, which here indeed is called the War to Resist America. And I guess I'm gonna see more than just this. Your darkness holds the key. I close my eyes and I begin to see. However, Cat Ba Island was not a major focal point or significantly impacted area during the Vietnam War. The island didn't witness direct combat or major military operation during the conflict. Indeed, as we can see in the next video, most military operation and bombing interested the biggest urban areas than scarcely populated rural towns like Cat Ba. The famous floating fishing town is just here. It's very particular, as you can see that
It's just like a real town, and their houses are like little boats where they live and sleep and work, of course. While running, I got into this fancy hotel, and since I was here, I thought, why not rest a little? I think this is the best beach here in Casbah. For 40,000 dong, you can go see the hospital cave, a cave used during the war to take care of those Viet Cong that got injured, and apparently they saved out of life. Let's go see it. Some of these soldiers look very serious, but this guy behind me is laughing for I don't know which reason. Definitely a claustrophobic experience that gives you a slight idea of what these people had to undergo to resist during the war. However, now it's over, also for me, so let's move on to the next cave. Are particularly soft, so they've been dug by the water throughout the years, and they've created these very amazing architectures in this cave. Here you can see how the water, by dripping in this spot, has basically dug a hole. So finally, back to the light. Going to see now what is supposed to be the main attraction here in Casbah, the national park. It comes with a bundle deal with the Trong Long Cave, 80,000, which means like $2.50. It's like a 1.5 kilometer hike with 150 meter elevation gain, so definitely doable. This is the view from the top, basically the tallest point of Casbah. Worth a bit hot, but let's see it from the top. Even though both Vietnam and China are both communist countries, I find Communist Party propaganda in Vietnam kind of stronger, while in China now it's kind of hidden, hard to find all those communist symbols like in Vietnam. there is a small temple that I was highly recommend to see, so let's see if the boat will move right. The temple is closed, but I guess the real thing is the cave here behind.
I saw you. She came right. She came through.
Take a few minutes to get there from here, and when we arrive to the harbor, please get off and follow me. I will take some ticket first, and then let's go.
Unmissable here in Cat Ba and Halong Bay, the boat tour across the karsts. Very good deal, around 20 euro. Can be up to 30, so find the best deal. They can pick you up in your hotel, they describe you the whole thing, and then off we go. So it's gonna be a long day. It's from 8 in the morning to 5 p.m. to the sunset.
Halong Bay geological formation began over 500 million years ago. The region underwent significant tectonic and geological changes that led to the creation of the karst landscape. The process involved the uplifting of limestone formation and the subsequent erosion by the sea, which carved out the iconic limestone pillars and caves. Beyond the geological origins of Halong Bay, there are several legends and myths around the creation of the bay. One of the most famous legends tells the story of a celestial dragon that descended from heavens to protect the Vietnamese people from invaders. The dragon and its offspring spewed jewels and jade, which turned into the island that formed the karst landscape, creating a natural fortress against the invaders.
The first activity of the day is a hardcore 1 hour kayaking around the base. Here behind me there's the map, and if you don't pay enough attention you're gonna fall in the pool of the sharks here.
It's time for lunch, finally, and I must say that food in North Vietnam looks really much like the one in China. This shows the close cultural proximity of the two areas. Then we go visit the floating fishing village.
Maybe they will breed them, get bigger like this, and they bring it back here or sell to family farm.
We see several kinds of fishes that I never see before, some of which are very wild and aggressive, with a guide telling us if you fall in the pool they will basically eat you alive, and some other small fishes which I don't remember the name, but they were sold for something like $50 a kilo. A very inspiring experience that showed me how hard is the life for local fishermen, and therefore I highly recommend it.
So the day tour is coming to an end, the sunset behind me and the port as well. This day tour is a great opportunity to discover more about here Halong Bay, to understand the nature and the geography, and especially to get to touch some stories like the fishermen or the stories of the people of the boat here that described us a bit about their life here in Vietnam. So now let's move forward back to the city.
It's my last day and I have to head back to the ferry. However, I stop on the way to try a traditional Vietnamese coffee done in the real way, and I also try to learn some Vietnamese with scarce results.
Here with a local friend from Halong Coffee, giving him some video done with my drone, and great coffee as well.
Nice color.
你要我说多难看，我根本不想分开，为什么还要我用回首来带回？我没有这种天分，包容你也接受它，不用担心的太多，我会一直好好过。你已经远远离开。
What you can see here behind me is a massive real estate development that has been going on for basically 10 years according to the locals.
While waiting for my ferry, I find highly interesting the local gambling routine, throwing bottle tops to the line and the winner gets the money of the other guy. Very interesting.
We're back here on Tai Vieng, heading back to the Asian continent. It was 3 amazing days in Cat Ba. Cat Ba, like many other paradise islands here in Southeast Asia, seems to repeat in the developing part, higher economic growth and therefore more tourists, more hotels and lower quality. However, the time for us Westerners to come here and tell them how to live their life is over. So if the Vietnamese like it this way, so be it. From G Production, this is it. We'll be in Da Nang next time, so keep following us and subscribe if you want, and if you don't want, still follow, and if you just don't like, see you next time wherever. Bye bye.